What is going on, everybody? This is the Crypto Homie. Today we got 4 things to go over. We got scammers down in the comments. We got to touch base with that. We also got your exit strategy. Are you going to exit into a stable coin such as the good old USDC? Something to touch up on is the whole, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, you got to get out. And taxes. It seems like those are some top things going on right now, because I got those on my little list right here. That's all from down in the comments. But does anybody else have this issue with your sweatshirts? How the one string is so much longer than the other one? What is going on? I always try to fix it. I'm like, how do I get to stay fixed? Don't mind that. We just got a car going by. Shouldn't be too many cars going by here. But yeah, so the first thing was scammers, guys. There's so many scammers down in the comments below. I delete them all the time. And they just reappear. They make a new account. You report them. They just make a new account, take my picture, or they take some other YouTuber's picture. And they keep trying to scam you guys, trying to send, looks like WhatsApp numbers, or send me an email or something. So guys, please watch out for that. I will never send you a WhatsApp number. I will never ask you to send me Bitcoin or any other kind of crypto or anything. So please, guys, it's a scam, and please do not fall victim to those scams down below, because as soon as I delete it, they just do it again. So we had another great question asking about the whole exit strategy. Are we going to be exiting into, Bitcoin, USDC, fiat? What am I going to do when I personally exit? That's a great question, though. So when it comes to altcoins, I'm either dependent on the price of like a Bitcoin, because you got to keep in mind, though, like when you're selling an altcoin such as Cardano or any other cryptocurrency, the whole point of holding that altcoin, at least in my opinion, is so you can make more gains than what Bitcoin's doing, and then lock those gains into Bitcoin or back into fiat currency, such as my local currency, which is the US dollar. So with that in mind, most likely I will be taking a large sum out from my altcoin positions, and I will be putting that into the US dollar. Once we go from there, I may possibly be taking some of the gains into Bitcoin. But my whole goal, though, is to, be able to buy this bear market, the dip that we're going to have the next 2 to 3 years possibly. We've looked at the cycles with Bitcoin. We've seen how things play out. So I want to be well prepared for this next dip, for the next major downward movement, the next possibly 80% correction, even though I think it's more likely to see more of a 60 to 70%, like a less of a correction than previous cycles. So just to answer the question simply, it's not, I probably won't be putting much money into stablecoins, because I know you guys see the whole idea of, oh, we get that sweet good old interest. Well, on Coinbase, USDC gets approximately 0.15% APY. I don't want to do that. I'd much rather hold some cash and just be more liquid for the bear market. Keep in mind, I understand cash, inflation, whatnot. So it's definitely better to probably put in USDC than not. But at the end of the day, it keeps me liquid. So I'd much rather be ready for the next opportunity out there. And like I said, taking some of those altcoin gains and just simply putting them into Bitcoin, getting some more Satoshis, possibly some more Ethereum, possible Ethereum competitors, Polkadot, Cardano. There's a bunch out there. So keep in mind with those. But we'll see what happens throughout the bear market, and when we finally have our peak. It looks like we have another car coming. But we've checked over those charts before. We've checked over the charts, guys. The cycles with Bitcoin are real. It happens again and again. So just keep that in mind. Taking profit is something you probably want to do. Look for that, like the heat map that I brought up, what was it, last night in last night's live stream? We went over it again. Watch for that red. Watch for the red. Go from the yellow to red. Watch for that to happen. Most likely this week it'll be like another green. Let me just check the notes. What we hit up these scammers, the exit into USDC. And most likely I will not, taking some probably back into some good old Satoshis and the US dollar. Oh, and if it's hot in the kitchen, you you got to get out. So in the previous walk and a talk video, I mentioned that, hey, if you can't handle the volatility, if you're stressing out, then you just got to get out of the crypto space. And I understand some people took this as extremely rude. At the end of the day, though, it's 100% true, though. It's 100% true. If you can't handle the volatility, if it's stopping you from sleeping, you can't sleep at night, you're always worried, you definitely have to just get out of it. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your physical health. Definitely consider just leaving the space, maybe doing more research, maybe take money off the table. Not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to be real. It's real. If it's affecting your mental health, your physical health, it's not good. It's not good, homie. You got to take a step back. And sometimes possibly just taking some profit, locking in those gains will make it a lot better to handle the swings. It was nice taking some gains on the way up to 58,000 and then being able to buy the dip with some of the profit. That definitely felt good. But I still think we're early to this bull market. I still think we're extremely early, and I really do believe that we're going to have more gains to come. Wow, we got another card today. But I believe there will be like many more gains to come. Once we break the 2-year moving average times 5, like we saw in previous live streams, it's going to be approximately 23 to 32 days until we have a blow off top. Blow off top simply just means we're going to make an all-time high. It's going to go extremely parabolic, a nice good old parabola, x squared if you know what I mean. So that's that. The last thing on today's video is taxes. So I've had some questions about taxes. I actually posted on the Patreon today, hey, just got my taxes done today. Definitely recommend getting yourself a tax professional to do your taxes, because when it comes to crypto, it's complicated and you just don't want to mess it up. So with taxes in the United States, at least in the United States, there's long-term capital gains and short-term capital gains. You hold something longer than a year, 365 days or longer, then you end up getting a short, like a lower tax rate. If it's less than 365 days, then you get a higher tax rate. That's just how it works in the United States. Like I said, guys, I'm not a tax professional. I'm just some silly dude on the internet, so keep that in mind. So consult your own tax professional. But the question comes about, and especially when I got back in this space, the whole rules from the IRS were very unclear, extremely unclear. And as of right now, any crypto to crypto transaction is 100% a taxable event. So if you go from your local currency into a cryptocurrency, and then you take that cryptocurrency and let's say you transfer that into another cryptocurrency, well, that first going from fiat to crypto is not a taxable event, but going from crypto to crypto is a taxable event. Just keep that in mind. I know I've seen the question of, well, what if I don't pull back to my bank account? Then it's not taxable. Every crypto to crypto transaction or crypto to fiat transaction is a taxable event according to the IRS in the United States. But like I said, I'm not a tax professional, so just keep that in mind. Definitely consult your own tax professional. Whoa, fourth car for today, fourth car. That's something to keep in mind. You definitely don't want to end up getting, like, say you make these massive gains, make tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, or maybe millions, homie, maybe millions. You don't want to be missing out on that, like getting caught up with the IRS. Not worth it. But like I said, for other countries, even for in the United States, get your own tax professional. That is what I highly stress. So that's a wrap, guys. Just remember, scammers, please do not fall victim to their scams. The exit into USDC, I probably will not be. Maybe when the time comes, maybe I will think about it. I know when I took profit on my DNT, obviously I had to take in USDC because that's how it goes from USDC to DNT and back and forth, because they don't have a USD trading pair. And then the whole, like, if you can't handle the heat, you can't handle the volatility, guys, you may just need to step back, learn some more, and go from there. Keep in mind, this space is going to be around. This space is going to be around long term, so don't get too scared. Don't get too scared. Just keep learning and go from there. I just hope this helps you keep your eyes open and just be aware, this space is going to be around for a while. Yes, there's volatility, but eventually the volatility will die down. When there's trillions and tens of trillions of dollars in this market, the volatility will die down a lot. So just watch out for that. And taxes, I cannot stress enough, get yourself a tax professional. So the Crypto Homie is out. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. If you're still watching this long, definitely smash that like button. If you're new here, definitely consider smashing that subscribe button. Hope you all guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.